Okay, so problem with using a memory connector is when you restart it, you lose all the data. So I had to put a create job together to load them all back up from the count tab. All right, so now we added our new attribute. Okay, when you go back and look at the previous video, you'll notice that when I added that attribute, I made it a double, which was a giant mistake, and it went berserk when I tried to update the attribute. So what I had to do was trick it a little bit, and I'll show you what I did here. So I was actually surprised. It let me delete the telephone attribute, but oddly enough, when it creates them in the table, it uses this name instead of this one. So I had to create another one called the primary phone and still use the same target attribute here, so we wouldn't have to change the JSON stuff we did. Okay, and then when I did that, it also created more versions, and that will definitely mess stuff up too. But that's fixed now, so let's go and look at the JSON stuff that we need to give it. All right, so here's what we have to do. For the URLs, we have to add this one, because in the doc, they call this the alias. It's actually the target attribute name. So if you want a special operation just for that attribute, you can do it like this. So not only do you have to set up a special URL, but so this is the URL. So you also have to set up a special operation for it. In this case, we want it to be a post. This will not work as the main default. So you have to do each one since we do that, because we want to pass in the UID as part of our URL. Okay, so we also had to add primary phone here, and this is for our create, see, and then we also had to add another one for the actual primary phone update operation, where we only pass in the phone as part of the profile section of the model. All right, so I tried this before when it was all broken up and it didn't like it, so I put it back together like this. Let's see if it works. So we'll go here, go down here to advanced settings, go to the payload, boop, boop, put that in there. All right, now to put this into our URLs. Boop. And then we got our op types. Okay, so now let's apply. Okie dokie. Now let's see what we got for form versions. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's run this. Okay, we're up to 6 here from goofing around. All right, let's see what we got in here. And you can see here what it did. Created the primary phone, the telephone number is dead. Okay, so what version? Okay, we're version 6, so we're equal. All right, so now we'll go over here. I don't think I have any open tasks. This is usually a good way to test when something fails. You can just keep retrying it. All right, so let's go over here. Let's go over here. Now let's do this guy. All right, let's modify his phone. Over here, let's change it to the 6 over there. All right, get ready to watch the logs. See what happens. Let's do this in case it actually makes it over there. This thing is wonky. All right. All right, it didn't like that. Yep, so it doesn't like that either. So you got to make it all one string. Oddly enough, it will only print this out when there's an error. So, okay. So let's go fix that, I guess. Put it back all on one line, which is totally insane. Yeah, this is where SailPoint just kills Oracle. Not that SailPoint is any great shakes, but some things they actually do better. All right, let's go back in here. 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 All right. Supply. Okay, let's go back to our open tasks. All right, we go over here and watch the log again. Yep. There we go. All right, there we go. So there's our primary phone coming in. Okay, cool. All right, now watch this. Watch what I do here. So let's change all of these from to version 2. We add version 2. So let's do that. Let's take these out. And let's run that guy. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I know what I'm doing, sort of, most times. All right, go ahead. So now, go comment this one, that one. Oh, wrong dash. All right, let's do this again. So go over here. All these guys are version 2. All right, so now let's go over here again. That worked. So let's go here, manage user. This guy. Let's go to same. Pick the same guy again, just for fun. And go to modify, and we'll make it a 7. All right, before we hit this, we're going to go here. Make that a 7. All right. Yeah, see, nothing happens. It's very important that form version is correct. So let's do that again. Let's make that 6. Let's change this. I was actually surprised that it let me do this on the fly like this. Okay, bink. All right, get rid of that guy. Bink. Now we go here, bink. And we're all back to version 6. Now we go over here. We got our open task. I'm sure we do. Bink, bink. There, rejected. Yeah. All right. So now we want to wait for the 7 again over here. All right. Retry, and bada bing. There we have it. There's our 7. Okay. So this is all about the wonkiness of the generic REST connector. And it's a shame that Oracle just can't get this together, because it would, if they looked at SailPoint, how they do it, it would be a big help and a whole lot faster to debug problems. Okay, that's enough whining, and there you have it.